I think one of the most common struggles that a lot of people have on their fitness journey is having the motivation to work out. And a lot of gurus talk about discipline being important, and it definitely is, but I've never heard anyone talk about generating endless gym motivation in the way that I'm about to explain it. And it's something that I've thought about for a long time that's helped me get decently jacked. First of all, I want to talk about where I started on my fitness journey because I wasn't always disciplined. I also wasn't always motivated. I'm pretty motivated right now because I've seen a lot of progress, but that certainly wasn't the case when I started, and I don't think it is for a lot of beginners who may be watching this. You're probably quite unmotivated in the beginning because you don't really know a lot, and that's what I'm going to try to solve in this video for you. And I'm going to start by telling my story at the beginning of my fitness journey, because at the beginning of my fitness journey, I lacked a lot of motivation. I was very unmotivated. And the biggest problem was that I focused on my end goal too much. And so that caused me to have an all or nothing mindset, which is essentially you can't mess up. And if you do, you have to basically give up. That's the very dangerous mindset that comes along with the all or nothing mindset. It's literally all or nothing. If you're not perfect, you quit. That's basically where I was headed. And it got so bad to the point where on my fat loss journey, I was eating 700 calories a day. 700 calories a day and burning 800 through cardio, because that's how I thought fat loss worked. And if anyone has an all or nothing mindset that beats that, I'd love to hear it, because that is extreme and it was terrible. And I was focused on trying to get shredded as fast as possible. Isn't that the goal? Not at all, because that was destructing. And I think a lot of people do this too. You're too goal oriented and you focus on the result too much to the point where you're too hard on yourself. And then it becomes a problem where you're too focused on making this an assignment, and you start to hate the process, and it's not a hobby or something fun that you want to learn and get good at each day. It becomes an assignment. Like there's that funny meme example where it's like, if I was about to go unload the dishwasher for my parents as like a gift or a surprise, and then as I'm going to do it, like on my own time, on my own will, one of them asks me to do it, then I don't want to anymore. It's the same way. If you feel like you have to and you feel like it's an assignment, you're going to start hating the process. Whereas if you just wanted to go unload that dishwasher as a gift, as a fun thing, then you're more inclined to stay consistent and learn and get good, which is exactly what you need to do with fitness. You need to enjoy the process and actually like it. You find a way to enjoy it. And I also want to clarify that discipline is important for like one-off days. Let's say you really love it, but one day you're just not feeling it. It happens to everybody. That's when discipline is important. That's the only time you should rely on discipline, is a random one-off day that you don't feel like doing it. But don't rely on discipline forever. You have to enjoy the process. I like working out. That's how I'm big and jacked, is because I like going to the gym. And the fix that I made to finally stop this self-sabotage and the all or nothing mindset, and honestly just dealing with a terrible fitness journey and not having a good time, was I started making fitness less of an assignment and less of a goal-oriented, like too focused on my goal. And instead, I made it process-oriented, and it became a pursuit. I was building something, my physique and my mindset. I was constructing the mindset and the physique, and just building just a mind and a body that was just fortified. That was fun. That was like artwork. I was creating myself, and that was how I did it. I just loved the process. And for example, every time I'd go into the gym and see my gym pump, I'd be like, I'm getting closer to that guy. That guy's future me. Because your pump is literally future you, if you think about it. And that's how I did it. I just started loving it. I loved the feeling of getting stronger and seeing my pump in the mirror and just knowing what I was building, instead of trying to focus on getting abs or something really arbitrary in the future. And that's what you have to do as well. It became a pursuit. And the main takeaway of this video is endless gym motivation is literally as simple as enjoying the process and working out instead of trying to reach the physique at the end of the line. It's endless motivation when you learn that you're building yourself. That's the best advice I could give for giving people motivation is you're constructing a version of yourself that is just fortified. That should be so like, that should make you feel so driven to do that. And I wrote something here in my notes for the video, and I want to read it exactly because I just loved it. And it came to my mind a few days ago. Stop working out to build the physique and instead focus on continuing to work out because of how the pursuit of growing and learning makes you feel. Don't build a physique. Focus on just learning and growing, and the physique will be the byproduct. In short, love doing it. Don't be too worried about the result. That's how you win. Thank you guys for watching.